Hello, everyone. This is the Chronicles of Pikachu and Chimchar.
Yes, and yeah, we're heading off to Brine Cave today, but surprisingly, or not really surprisingly, because we know where he is, the Guildmaster's not here.
Which means...
Chatot gonna lead us, because he's second in command.
Oh. Woo!
Well, what were you thinking that meant?
I was thinking we put Bidoof in charge, because he sounds like a real great leader.
What has Bidoof done for us? I forgot Bidoof actually we did travel with Bidoof.
Yeah, Bidoof's strong-willed, man.
Because I was thinking, like, the first time we traveled with a Pokemon was in the future with Grova, but we actually traveled with Bidoof, and I think that was the first time we traveled with another Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't include our Chimeco assembly.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Chatot's worried because it's like, oh, well, everyone doesn't really feel safe with Chatot. But that's because Chatot, while he's the brains, Wigglytuff's kind of the muscle of the operation.
Kind of like, I want to say it, Pinky and the Brain.
Brain.
Chatot's the brain.
Though they're not really, Chatot's not really evil, but the dynamic of, a really silly character and then kind of a more serious character. Though Chatot's not exactly always serious. Chatot kind of, it's kind of actually silly in his own way. Not really silly as in wacky silly, but silly in, you know what I mean? Like he's I don't know, kind of, yeah, he's a humorous character, I guess is the best way to put things.
He's quirky. His personality's quirky.
Yeah, well, not really, yeah.
He'd be like, what? He is overly, I don't know. He overreacts to things that don't need to be overreacted to.
He's silly is what he is. He's a silly bird.
I can imagine the Yumta of Wigglytuff be like, Snarf!
Do it in that voice.
I cannot do Pinky's voice. I can do the Snarf thing, but I can't.
Well, his normal voice is just kind of... I don't know.
Hello there, Brine.
That's actually not bad. It's not exact, but that's not bad.
It's not exact. I'd have to work on it. Like,
see, that way,
Brine, when do we gotta get some perfect apples? That sounds like my Applejack impression.
What you're making?
It's like, hi there, Wigglytuff. Sugar cube. Let's get some perfect apples. It's like, are you saying I can't harvest them perfect apples?
Yep.
That'd be just like the mission.
Anyway, back to the actual game.
Yes.
Chatot is actually saying that he was knocked out by these vicious Pokemon that live in this cave, and yeah. And as PTM's going to point out, there's not just one. There's multiple. So this will be our first multiple boss since the Luxio tribe.
And don't spoil the bosses.
I didn't. You did on a previous version of this recording. Anyway, yeah. So
what? I didn't do that.
Yes, you did. You spoiled it.
You're blaming me for something that you did, and I can't verify.
You started it though. You started it with your messing up the logic of the game and thinking something happened that didn't happen. Anyway, yeah. So.
Well, you're stupid.
What yeah. So Chatot is going to be with us in this cave, and that's gonna be pretty cool. It's not gonna be really much different than any other times we've had a Pokemon accompanying us.
And I'm pretty sure Chatot's stronger than Grovyle too.
I don't know about level.
But definitely type.
Type? Well, he's normal.
Oh, he's not flying.
I don't think he is. I think he's a normal type. He might be part flying. You can check.
Let us verify.
Well, while you check that, I will be talking about Brine Cave. Oh, wait, no. Team Skull is going to interrupt us because they're rude.
And because they're dumb.
No, well, they're dumb, and they're not really evil. They're more so just mischievous. Because really, they're just trying to get the Relic Fragment because they think it's worth something. They're just getting in the way. Like Team Rocket. They're the Team Rocket of this game.
Chatot is normal and flying.
Okay. I knew he was normal, at least.
It's like a bird that can't fly. It'd be like a dodo.
Well, there are Pokemon that should be able to fly that aren't like flying type or even can't learn fly.
Or ostrich.
Anyway, Brine Cave. Brine Cave is 15 floors. It is, you can recruit, but not on the first visit. And on the first visit, you will also have Chatot accompanying you, not in later visits. There are traps, there are rest stops, meaning there is 2 sections to this dungeon. The main type is water. You can find Seal, Ammonite, Kingler, Pelipper, Gastrodon from the West Sea, Dugong, Tentacool, Staryu, Dragonair, and Walrein. So that's pretty cool. And also you can't bring any Pokemon but Chatot and you can't bring people from your technical assembly.
PowerPoint saver. We just got it.
Oh, you got that? Good. See, gummies, man. You got to eat the gummies. But yeah, Brine Cave's not too bad. One thing you gotta look out for, and it's an element I don't think we've experienced yet because we haven't really had a cave. Well, but basically you can get hail, and I think in this dungeon, I think you can also get whatever the water. Is it rain or?
Yeah, it's gonna be rain and hail, and either of those abilities only happen with a cast of like Rain Dance or Hail. They won't happen naturally unless the dungeon does it. There are some dungeons that will naturally have weather effects. This one is not one.
Like the desert. The
desert the desert had the sandstorm.
Yeah. But yeah, this dungeon's not too bad. There are water Pokemon here, so you would think, oh well, Chimchar, watch out. But surprisingly, and again, maybe it's because we're so late in the game. And no, Chatot isn't stronger than Grovyle. He's only at least in level.
Oh, he's level 36.
He's same as us, basically.
Maybe he's probably. I don't know if they set it default as strong as your strongest Pokemon or not.
No, I think the level's always the same because it makes sense. Like Chatot would be strong, which would be now we're pretty much up to his level. But like if he would have been this level when we started the game, that's pretty decent level for someone who's a executive in the guild. But Grovyle's been fighting in the future. You can expect his level to be really high. The 46 isn't super high, but it's high for this point in the game. Anyway. And high for the Pokemon he's fighting. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, surprisingly, water Pokemon doesn't seem to affect us as much as it did in Waterfall Cave here. The water type doesn't matter as much at this point in the game. It does it a little bit in the beginning, because Waterfall Cave was tricky because of that. But here, not so much, so don't worry too much about... Well, you're probably not going to have Chimchar. You could have, like, Bulbasaur or something, I don't know. Obviously,
you notice that the cave got for a moment it got a shade of blue.
That's because I think
that was rain.
Yeah, it's because of the rain.
Yeah, okay. There's actually a passive ability of Pikachu's Thunderbolt that we haven't seen a lot of that we will see in this dungeon, and it's actually really cool.
What do you mean passive?
Just like an effect that goes along with Thunderbolt, not like a status effect, but just we'll see it. I'll get to it.
Okay.
I'll explain it when we get there. And then, I don't know when Pikachu's going to get discharged. Did you say what level?
I thought 36, but I think either 37 or 38. I know it's definitely before you left Chatot behind. But I definitely know it's before 40, because you said 40. It's like either 37 or 38. I know when I did this, and I did this continuing my file, I got it in the next dungeon. So, I'm going to say 37, actually. Because of
I don't know why I ignored Kingler. Kingler got the Reviver Seed.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing I'd argue doing here that you're kind of skipping. I would be fighting Pokemon here because you can get some good experience.
Oh, I do plenty of that.
Okay.
Definitely in this dungeon. Maybe not in this video, but I definitely do it a lot in the second section.
Okay. Also, the music here is really cool. I like this music. Not so much the most of it, but there's the section when it gets to the. Hang on, I'll point it out.
Yeah, I know. It's relevance at the point which...
You know what section I'm talking about, I think. But yeah, it's a pretty cool song. Definitely one of the better dungeon themes, I feel.
Oh, Dragonair. Oh, I hate that move.
Yeah, I like Dragonair. They're a cool Pokemon.
Oh, watch for here. Watch here. It's about to come up, I think.
Okay.
That right there.
Oh, yeah, we've seen that before. Also, this part of the song. But, yeah, we've seen that before, because that's the one that does it does it in 4 directions and also diagonally.
Yeah, adjacent tiles.
I've shown that
before. I just said that we haven't seen it a lot of it.
Well, it hasn't been really relevant that much, because we haven't been... The only time it was really good was when, I think, the Monster House. You just killed me.
Okay.
I said, look, you know, water gun's not going to be that really effective. Nope, you just proved me wrong.
Whatever works,
what am I
man.
gonna do with you? Well, we have a ton of reviver seeds. I stacked up, so we definitely don't have to worry about a shortage of those at the moment.
Yeah, I kind of use 6 of them.
What, really?
I'm no, I did not. No.
Yeah, I used
never.
my whole stock of items.
I just, you know, Skittles is the best.
I kind of sold all your belongings, you know. Sorry,
I'm
man.
kind of doing a no item all badge run of. No.
That kind of be. I'm trying to think of a game where, like, if you were doing like a multi-person Let's Play or something, or anything, like if you were to do like a co-op, you know, like one person does one section and then you hand off to the next person.
Like a relay?
Yeah, a game where you could really screw someone over by just screwing things up, like, you know, like selling all items or doing something just to really screw with the next person who goes in the line. Because I was thinking about the fact that if you sold all the items, it wouldn't really matter that much here. And like I was thinking Zelda, but Zelda, there's not really anything you could do to screw someone up. But I'm trying to think of a game where you could really screw someone over by like just.
Oh, you know what you could do for Zelda though? You could throw away bottles, empty bottles.
You can't throw away bottles; they're items.
You can't?
No. What Zelda games have you been playing?
None.
Exactly.
I may need to do a Zelda Let's Play sometime.
Oh god, that would be hilarious though, just because it would be a project that you, it's not a game series that you're really into, so it'd be kind of funny to see your reaction to things somewhat.
Like, wait, a like, I don't like it. So I don't know.
Well, it's also funny though because PK used to be the one we say, oh, I hate Zelda and stuff, and he hasn't played that many Zelda games, but you're the one who kind of developed into, not hating, but more so just not really into the series.
It doesn't really interest me. I mean, I like Star Fox Adventure, so I don't know.
I mean, Star Fox Adventures is basically a Zelda-esque game.
I mean, you can blanket it for all adventure-type games.
Yeah.
So, let's go to Crash Bandicoot.
No, that's more of a platformer.
Okay, that's a bad example.
Let's go to Tetris.
It's like Tetris. Zelda's like Tetris. I mean,
God, yeah, no. Anyway, midway point.
We're nearly there. It's another half of the dungeon.
Yeah, it's like we're at floor 9 and there's 15, so let's see, it's like 6 more. That's not too bad, but this dungeon's really not that long. At this point, 15 floors is nothing. Oh, thank you guys for ruining our day.
While they're talking, why don't you just go there and grab it and say...
Because we're dumb. There's no explanation for it, but we're dumb, and also we need conflict.
Compulsive dialogue.
Also, I want to point out, there is absolutely no way that Skunk Tank could be picking up the Relic Fragment and talking at the same time. I guess he could technically still have it on the ground, but I think there's been times where he's carrying it, and it's like, how are you carrying that? Is it in your mouth? Then how are you talking?
That's like trying to explain how the ponies on My Little Pony are carrying that stick with the marshmallow, cooking the marshmallow. How do you do that?
Well... for the most part, though, they actually, in that show, for the most part, they do try and do stuff that would be pony-related. Like, they try and make objects that they can do with what they have, as opposed to trying to act like a human. Anyway, yeah, Chatot still was under the impression that Team Skull was good, because he didn't see the whole Wigglytuff beating them up thing, but now Chatot is upset because they made a fool of him. So, we're not going to have him for the rest of this dungeon, but that's fine. It's not going to make a difference.
Here's the overreacting Chatot. That needs to be a meme.
Hey, Chetot's a good guy, though.
It's like, they weren't good, I'm gonna kill them.
Next time, we're gonna kill them.
No, we're not.